Hey, what's up, guys? Awesome Bomb here, and today I want to share my Tomb Raider impressions. From last year, Tomb Raider, of course. All right. So Tomb Raider. It's in. I'm not sure if this is correct, but I think it is an open world game. It's a third-person action adventure game. So I mean, I myself like to call it a open world because you can go back to certain places like where you've been before. Like it's not a completely linear game, so you can just go back and like go wherever you want to, whenever you want to. So I would like to call that open world. I mean, I'm not sure about you guys, but hey, whatever. So yeah, um, for this impressions video, I'm only gonna share my impressions on the single player because I haven't touched the multiplayer, and actually I'm not really interested in the multiplayer. I mean, honestly, I don't even have much motivation to start that because I know I've still got like plenty of games waiting for me to play. So I don't have time to start that multiplayer. So yeah, whatever. So I played the single player on normal difficulty because as I always say, I don't want to make it too easy, but also don't want to make it too hard. And since this is my first Tomb Raider ever, I figured like I'm not gonna do hard. I'm just gonna go with normal, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. So it went pretty good on normal. All right, so yeah, this is coming from somebody who has never played Tomb Raider before, who has never been really interested into the franchise, and yeah, we'll see. Here we go. All right, so I'm gonna start off with the gameplay, and then I'm gonna be sharing the impressions on the story, and at the end I'll give my verdict. All right, so gameplay. So the stuff I liked about the gameplay is, first of all, the game itself, like the graphics, look absolutely fucking amazing. This is one of the best looking PlayStation 3 games, or like last gen console games out there right now. I mean, I'm pretty sure like it's probably on par with The Last of Us, maybe a little less. Like I guess it just kind of doesn't look as good as The Last of Us. I mean, I guess The Last of Us kind of looks better than Tomb Raider, but again, Tomb Raider looks absolutely fucking amazing. I mean, just like the textures and like the water physics and like fucking the motion blur. Like I'm a fucking freak when it comes to motion blur. I mean, when I see motion blur, I'm almost instantly like, oh my god, that's motion blur. Oh my god, that's good. And I mean, I'm addicted to motion blur. I mean, when I see that, I'm just like, fuck yeah, God, I love this. I mean, whenever I see motion blur, it instantly for me it looks like something that looks a lot better than it like looks when you're not moving around. I mean, the motion blur just makes everything look more. I don't know. I don't know. It just looks better for me. I can't explain it really well, but whatever. So yeah, I mean, the game just looks really fucking good. Another thing I liked about the gameplay is that like, what you're like this adventurer on an island, and you're like kind of trying to survive, right? Of course, with survival, you have to have some kind of defense for yourself, so you can defend yourself against other fucking people and animals and whatnot. And of course, you have guns. And in this game, the guns feel like they have some kind of certain realistic feel to them. I mean they're not like simulator-ish. It's not completely realistic. Like when you shoot one bullet, it just goes up in the air like crazy with the recoil. It's not like that. I mean, you can't like go full Rambo when you start playing this game. I mean, over time you get better with your guns, and you can like control your recoil better with upgrades and whatnot. But in the beginning of the game, you're like kind of unexperienced with all the guns, and like you're kind of like trying to figure out how to use them perfectly. Like whenever you use them, you feel like the recoil is very high, unless you're someone who only plays simulator shooters or something like that. Who knows? But yeah, that feeling like just not being able to go full Rambo and shoot everything in one fucking like just shoot like that's not possible. I mean, it's gonna go all over the place basically. I mean, you just gotta have like this like burst fire every once in a while in case you want to stay like accurate. And even then, you still have to burst fire, otherwise you're just gonna fuck up, you know. But other than that, I mean, this is just it just feels realistic, but at the same time, it's not like a simulator that is just too realistic, you know. Um, and that's a good thing though. So another thing I liked about the guns is that they sound fucking amazing. Like, for example, the shotgun in this game. This shotgun sounds like a fucking shotgun. No, it sounds like a fucking cannon. It's fucking ridiculous. That thing is so loud. Like whenever you shoot that thing, it's just like, holy shit, everybody's dead. No, but it's fucking ridiculous. That shotgun, it sounds so well, and like even the other guns, they just sound right. It's not like some kind of pea shooter like Call of Duty or something like it's fucking stupid. No, it sounds even. I'm gonna say even better than Battlefield. Like it just sounds so fucking well. Like when you shoot your shotgun, for example, you can hear that fucking shot for 5 seconds echoing around like the whole area. It's fucking ridiculous how good that sounds. It just like that makes it feel like it just makes it feel like these guns are fucking powerful. That's the thing that I like about that. But yeah. Alright, so another thing I like about the gameplay is that the movement, when you're moving around, it just feels right. I mean, it's not too realistic, but it's also not too arcadey. I mean, you're not like fucking some superhero like in Infamous when you can just jump around and fly around like a moron. I mean, you're still human, but you kind of have these like almost superhuman powers, like just being able to jump up cliffs and shit. Like there's no real problem with them. It just it's not realistic, and that's not a bad thing. I mean, I don't mind that, but it's also not too arcadey, and that's also a good thing. It's not too unrealistic. So yeah. And last thing I like about the gameplay is that, of course, in Tomb Raider there are tombs, and basically those tombs are like puzzles, and you have to like find your way through them, and then at the end you get a reward like a certain amount of XP, which you can upgrade your like stats and shit. And like these tombs are fun. Like these puzzles in them are fun to do. Like it's kind of it's fun to kind of like have to use your brain in a fucking game and like try to find out. Okay, so I gotta find out what am I supposed to do here. What can I do to make something happen and like maybe do something about that. Like it's just I don't know. It's just fun to do them. Like there are puzzles in some games that I absolutely love doing, and all these tunes, by the way, are all optional. So if you're not really into thinking while playing, then I suggest you don't have to do it. You don't have to do them. So I guess that's a good thing. I mean, yeah, I like doing puzzles every once in a while. I mean, like even in like Ratchet and Clank: A Crack in Time. I mean, this game has like all these puzzles, which are at first mandatory, and then when you're doing the second playthrough, you don't have to do them. You can just go skip right through them. Uh, but these puzzles are fun to do, and like even in that game in Ratchet and Clank: Crack in Time, there are these like optional like super puzzles. Like they're super hard and take like half an hour to fucking figure out how to do it. I just like doing that kind of stuff. Like it's fun. I just like puzzles. But yeah, so now let's go ahead and do the bad stuff about the gameplay, because this game is of course not the perfect game. I mean, there's some stuff I didn't really like about the gameplay. And first of all, since we're still talking about the puzzles, there are no optional like super tombs. Like there's no super hard tombs that take more than 10 minutes to finish. I mean, basically all these tombs that I've done didn't take me longer than maybe 15 minutes, even 10. I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I felt like they were just a bit too easy at times. Like these tombs, sure they're optional, but I feel like if they're optional, they should have been maybe a bit harder, or at least like have a how do I say that? Like let them take a little longer to finish. Like I just feel like you're just going right through that tomb like in moments. It's just like it's going way too quick. You're like, oh wait, was that it already? God damn, that was a really easy one. I mean, it just when you're doing this like tomb, you can almost immediately find out what the hell you're supposed to do, and that's kind of fucked up. Um, I mean, you can pretty much tell by like looking around that you can do. Oh, well, there's something I can use, and there's something I can use right there. Oh, wait, maybe I can use that together, and then something will happen, and oh, there it goes, it happened, and like it's the end. That's no, but that's fucking. Sometimes these tunes are just too easy. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like they should have made these like super tunes that would be at least half an hour and like maybe up to an hour long or something like that. I don't know. I just feel like that's a missed opportunity right there. But whatever. So another thing I didn't really like about the gameplay, and I don't like about most games, is that there are some QuickTime events. Yeah, QuickTime events. I don't know. I mean, sometimes QuickTime events are well implemented into a game. When they give you a certain amount of time to do a QuickTime event, to press one button real quick before like I'm not like saying like bash the button like 20 times, not like that, but just like press it once because you have to do it like at a timing. Uh, if they're gonna do something like that, they should give you a certain amount of time to be able to react to that. Because most of the time, whenever there was a QuickTime event where you had to real quick press a button, I failed because my reaction speed is not that goddamn fast. I mean, I cannot fucking be like in an instant say, oh shit, I gotta press that button. Nope, too late. Oh, dang it. That's the end then. All right, but like in the next time you're doing that, you immediately know. Okay, so it's coming right now. Like whenever whenever you're doing that the second time, it just doesn't feel rewarding anymore. Like they should have at least like given you a bit more time to figure out what the hell you're supposed to press and like why you're supposed to do whatever the fuck you're doing. I just feel like sometimes the quick time events are a bit too quick. But yeah, I mean, perhaps it's just me. Perhaps my reaction speed is kind of fucked up. But that's very doubtful because I am pretty much really fast when it comes to reaction speed. But whatever. I don't know. So yeah, I mean, just like I don't know. If like perhaps if it was like bash a button a few times, I mean, then sure, okay, that can be a quick time event. I mean, I'm saying I'm okay with that. Like when you get the time to press a button a few times, I mean, okay. But when you have to fucking press a button as quick as you can, then it's just like, yeah, forget that. I mean, I don't know about, I don't like that. I just don't like that. Whatever. So, all right. So enough about the gameplay. I don't want to make this too long. So now I want to real quick share my impressions on the story. So anyway. So the story, I mean, you're basically, as I said before, you're like stranded on this island with your team, and like there are a few different characters in this game, like, and there's something interesting about this island when you're stranded on this island, it just feels very mysterious, and like slowly throughout the game, you start to notice some unusual things, like, for example, storms appearing out of nowhere, like just completely out of nowhere, and like fucking snow on one side of the fucking island, and like fucking warm ass weather, like tropical heat in the other part of the island, and you're just like, well, wait, what the hell is going on here? Something's messed up, right? And like on the other places, like fucking extremely powerful winds, and you're just like, wait, what is going on? What the fuck is wrong with this island? And like, I like how they did that with the island, like these mysterious things happening all the damn time, and that's kind of what I liked about like the story. It's like just like this weird island, you're just trying to figure out what the hell's going on, and like throughout the game you collect all these collectibles, and like you kind of get the backstory of what was going on before you came here. I mean, it's pretty fucking cool how they did that. But yeah, alright, so the thing is, with these characters that you're already with when you are stranded on this island, they are not interesting to me. Like, they're just not, they don't make a certain connection with me in a way. me. Like, sure, they're friends with your like the main character, but that's like okay, whatever. But I don't know. Like, it was pretty obvious that some of these characters were gonna turn bad. Fucking like they're gonna be betraying you. Like, it was pretty fucking obvious that there's something messed up going on, and like I could immediately tell what was going on, and like the game was thinking like, oh wait, the player doesn't know what the fuck's going on. Let's surprise him right now, and I'm like, well, I just saw that coming. Like, what the fuck was that all about? I mean, I don't know. These characters are just like uninteresting. I don't have a connection with them, and like they don't. They're very predictable for some reason. I don't know why, but whatever. So, other than that, oh yeah, one last thing about the story that's like very fucking obvious. This game is literally full of coincidences. Like every fucking 5 minutes, there's a coincidence in the story, and like when you're just walking, like when you're escaping some kind of like exploding building, coincidentally you're gonna be the only one surviving the entire fucking thing because fuck it, you're the main character and you gotta survive it. Like it's just I don't know. It just feels so fucking stupid at times. It just feels like one of those mainstream movies in which the good guy always wins. I don't know. That's kind of why I don't like to watch movies that often. Like I've pretty much stopped watching movies because of the very reason that the good guy pretty much always wins because of certain coincidences and like lucky things that happen at the end or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't like it about the story that there's just too many fucking coincidences every single time. Something coincidentally happens which makes you survive everything. But yeah, whatever. I mean, it's just something personally. Perhaps there are other people who didn't really notice it, but I did notice it, and I kind of didn't really like that. But yeah, other than that, the story is pretty good. So yeah. Alright, so that leaves me to the end and the verdict, and I would give this game a solid 8 out of 10. Like, this is only for single player, okay? So, this is an interesting game for me personally because I've never played a Tomb Raider game before, and this is a completely new experience for me, basically. I mean, I absolutely loved it. Although at times I did kind of feel like it was kind of cheap at times, like with the whole coincidence thing I was talking about, like the Quicktime events that I would die and the second time I would know exactly when to press something. It just doesn't feel like fun anymore, like at that point. But other than that, I mean, the game is very, very good. I mean, it's not a very bad game at all. I mean, it's definitely worth like trying at least, just like give it a shot. Like I wouldn't recommend buying it because. Like I don't think the multiplayer is worth it. I mean, I haven't even tried it yet, but just like it doesn't motivate me to start playing the multiplayer. Like I don't know, it's just something messed up about it. But whatever. I mean, I haven't really heard a lot of like fucking people being too positive about the multiplayer either. So I mean, I'm not sure what's up with that, but hey, it's a fine game, so I'm not gonna complain. So yeah. Anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Next week, I think I'm going to be able to do I'm going to share my impressions on XCOM Enemy Unknown, which is a pretty fun game so far. I mean, I've started playing it, and it's pretty fun. So yeah, I guess stay tuned for that impressions video. Next to that, I still have a few games, but whatever. I mean, you probably already know. Which games I already have, so because I told you in another video, but whatever. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Later.